And Harden, say what you want. Maybe he's not the MVP that he used to be, but this guy is still 21 points, 8 boards, and 9.3 assists on the 1 seed in
Yeah.
the East. So unless you want to add anything to those, I think that pretty much covers those 4 obvious all-star entries.
I think the James Harden one is what people are gonna go to. But at the end of the day, you can't compare James Harden to James Harden, right? You can't just compare him to his
Yes,
past.
exactly. Yeah.
You got to compare him to the players he's in right now. And he's the second best player on a number 1 seed, shooting decently efficient, getting over 20 points, a great amount of assists. So I think he's actually going to be pretty secure for that spot too. And I think coaches and NBA players realize that.
Mm-hmm.
I just think NBA fans and NBA media want to start this whole narrative of, oh, James Harden's washed and stuff. But at the end of the day, they're the first seed. They're winning a lot of games, and James Harden's just doing what he's supposed to do, as a good basketball player, which is pass, get Kevin Durant, the best scorer of all time, the ball, and do what he needs to do to get wins, right? And I'm happy he's doing that. I'm happy he's making the sacrifices rather than, just chucking up threes and stuff like that to get his points up, because he knows at this point in the career, he doesn't care about awards anymore. He has the MVPs. He has the All-Stars. He was named top 75, right? He just wants that ring so he doesn't, retire as one of the greatest without a ring. He just really wants that ring, and he's making these sacrifices, and he should be praised for it rather than being like the media hate and the fan hate, right? So I think the coaches and players will realize what he's doing, and I think he will get in there.
You brought up 2 really good points there. Number 1, don't compare James Harden to James Harden. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Look at him. Don't show me the name. Don't show me the picture. Show me the stats and where his team is in the East. And this guy is an all-star starter when you compare him to everyone else. That's number 1. Number 2, that's a really good point, because he was named to all-time 75. He doesn't need to get one more single regular season accolade. It doesn't even matter if he makes another all-star team, all-NBA, nothing for the rest of his career. Yeah. The only thing left is the championship. And he's doing everything he needs to be doing right now. Call it whatever you want. Like, maybe he has slowed down a little bit, but he is the second best player on the 1 seed, and he's doing, like you said, give Kevin Durant the ball. 9.3 assists, still 21 points. Efficiency is down a little bit, but not that much. Free throw attempts are back where we expect them to be. So I'm not going to call him washed. I'm not even going to go as far as saying he's slowed down. I think he's just doing the right thing.
Yeah, and when you watch him, like when we watched him live and stuff, like he just has the type of game where it seems like he's having a bad game, and then you look down on a stat line, oh, the Nets are up 15 and James Harden has 20 and 10. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's just playing within the offense, and it takes a lot for a player of that caliber to, put aside his ego and, accept the second option role, accept the playmaking role. And for him doing that, it gives Kevin Durant confidence. It gives, on-court chemistry. And that's something the Nets really need, especially with the Kyrie Irving situation off the court. So, James Harden, you got to give him respect where respect is due. This guy's 100% an all-star. Might not get an all-star starter because, like fan hate and stuff, but he's definitely an all-star. So it doesn't matter.
Coaches aren't going to let him get past those reserves for sure. And you can't hate on James Harden when he's ball dominant, dribble for 20 seconds, take a shot and say, oh, it's such an ugly brand of basketball. He's so ball dominant, stat padding. And then when he's not doing that and his team is winning and playing as part of the team, you can't hate on him for saying that he's washed. So pick a side. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here so you never miss the best clips from Stretch the Floor. Hit the links in the description below to find us on all podcast platforms, and follow us on Instagram.